Let's take a couple of minutes and we'll walk through the Bluetooth settings on Pioneer's AVH-X5800BHS. So in order to check the Bluetooth settings, I want to make sure that I have a phone connected. And I can see right now that I have a phone connected because the Bluetooth logo here is lit up in blue and my Nexus 5 phone here is connected through Bluetooth. So to get to the Bluetooth settings, we can touch the gears here and we can go to the Bluetooth settings, except that's grayed out. So we're going to have to fix that. We'll hit the X. We could also go here to the telephone settings and we could hit the gears, but the gears are grayed out here. That's the settings there. So we're going to hit the X and engage the parking brake. When we engage the parking brake, I can touch the gears and here you can see my Bluetooth settings are available. I'll hit the X here. I can also get to my Bluetooth settings by touching the telephone button, and you can see my gears are lit up when the parking brake is engaged, and we'll get to the Bluetooth settings. So the first thing we see here is the connection setting, and we can use the connection setting to search for other devices by using the magnifying glass here to search for other phones to connect to the system. We can see what phones are connected, and you can see my Nexus 5 is the actively connected phone right now. Now if I wanted to get rid of this phone out of the memory, dump it out, just hit the trash can and it'll be erased from the memory and we can connect some other phones in. So we'll go up right now. And next up we see Auto Connect. We can switch Auto Connect on or off. Now most people like to keep Auto Connect turned on. Auto Connect means that once you've connected a phone like this Nexus 5 to the head unit and you go drive your vehicle around somewhere, turn it off. When you come back to the vehicle, they will automatically find each other and reconnect. That's Auto Connect. If you don't want that to happen, you can switch Auto Connect off. Most people like to keep Auto Connect switched on. Next up is our Phonebook Auto Synchronize, and we can switch that on or off. Now with Phonebook Auto Synchronize turned on, every time I start my vehicle and the phone and the head unit find each other, it will automatically synchronize the phone book. So anytime that you have added a name or deleted a name from your phone book, it will automatically be synchronized every time you start your car. But that may take a few seconds for that action to happen before the phone is available in your car. If you don't want the phone book to auto synchronize, for example, if you have tons of names in your phone book, you can switch this off. Next up, we'll scroll down a little bit here, is visibility for the head unit, and we can switch the visibility on or off. Now with the visibility switched off, that means the phone won't be able to find the head unit. So most of the time you're going to want to leave the visibility switched on, especially if you have Auto Connect selected, you want the visibility switched on. Next up is our PIN code, and if we hit this, we can get in and change the PIN code here from the default of 0000. Now most modern phones do not require a PIN code. They will generate a pairing code and you can compare that from the head unit over to the phone when they are first connected, but no PIN code is required to operate. If your phone, if you have an older phone and it requires a PIN code, this is the number to put in and you can change that if you want to. If you're looking for information about the in-dash receiver, device information, you can open this window. It tells you the name of the product, the model name, and the Bluetooth address for the product. We'll go back up. Let's scroll down a little here. Next up, we have Auto Answer, and right now Auto Answer is turned off. Most people like to keep Auto Answer switched off, and that means that if it's on, when the phone rings, it will automatically connect to the head unit, and you'll be connected on a phone call. Usually, I like to see the caller ID of the person coming in on the screen before I answer the call. So I will leave Auto Answer turned off. Next up is the ringtone. When you get a phone call, if your phone's ringer is active, the phone ringer will activate, and the head unit, the in-dash receiver, also has its own ringer. It can be active on or off. Let's scroll along here. Next we have Invert Name, and this is for the names in your phone book. We can switch the names and invert them from first name last to last name first. This may be a useful thing depending on your type of phone and the way the names are input into the phone book. So you can try that out and see if it makes sense for you. Next up we have Bluetooth Memory Clear, and here we can dump all the memory out of the Bluetooth system in the head unit and just start over. So if you've had a lot of phones in and out of your system, you can do a Bluetooth Memory Clear and basically start over. Next up we have Bluetooth Software Update, and you can see that's grayed out right now. Bluetooth software update means that if there is a Bluetooth software update available for your particular product, check on pioneerelectronics.com under your particular product model number, download the Bluetooth software update, put it onto a USB thumb drive, and insert it into the system. If it's a valid update, this will light up and let you activate that software update. And on the bottom of the list here, we see our Bluetooth version information. Be sure to check the device version information before you do any update. And when you're done making these settings, you can just hit the X to escape.